those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. 30, 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A 25-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss? Gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
Taken from about the 12. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
14-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bengals 3. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
That's their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Mixon. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
It's a gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they are in at this stage of the game.
Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
play clock about to expire. We get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Washington. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Bengals.
3 yards remain for second down. 21-3 is your score after 1.
Steelers 21. Bengals 3.
Second down and 3. Here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. This is out quickly to the right. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle. That's caught at the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Bengals 10. To kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards the pick. Up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled at
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second down, Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He's checking.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
On the carry.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Pass complete.
John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Bengals 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
54. Check. 154. Stay with your man. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
2nd and 4. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
A gain of
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down now, Mixon. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his fourth touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
23.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Right at the line of
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
brings up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Ebron's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Check 52.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. No, man. Go. Watch the safety crease.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Is a turnover.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Taking it right down Broadway.
That's right, baby. It's all
and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Going deep downfield for Ross. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
But it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
34's the mic. He's coming. Check in.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 30-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, he'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there.
23, the ball carrier.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Right at the line.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he's got some space here. The 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 38. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
A pickup
from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Mixon with it. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Joe Mixon.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 45, Bengals 20.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Haskins. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Bengals.
Right there, 54.
Now Haskins on first down. He's going to let it fly. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got a man open. It's Ross.
Haskins pass.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
To number 18.
Preston Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Extra point is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Steelers 45, Bengals 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
2nd and a yard at the 22-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Chase Claypool.
Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
45.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might